Hello, everybody. Welcome to Kanushi's Corner. For this episode, we're going to be looking at the Dragonstorm here. Tarkir Dragonstorm. We got a whole box. Play boosters. Opening up a full 30 packs of them since they reduced it down to 30 packs, starting with Aether Drift. Yay, not yay. But you know, whatever. They're a little bit cheaper, like 125 instead of 150, I guess. I don't know. It's cool. We still get cards. We're going to be opening cards. Thankfully, I didn't have to pay for these. A friend of mine was like, hey, will you open my box? And I'm like, I would love for you to sponsor a video. I will open your box. So here we go. We've got the scan this if you want, learn more about the collector stuff. Here's all the fun little 3 and 2 color stuff going on here. Abxanadu, Jeskai Flurry, Sultai, Renew, Mardu, Mobilize, Tamur, Harmonize. Those are all the new mechanics that those can do. And sacrifice, 2 spells, counters, go wide tokens. Oh boy, I love that strategy. And then Simic, leave the graveyard shenanigans. That's all the different potential building things you can do, but we're not doing that. We're just going to be ripping these packs, looking at all the really cool cards, oohing on at them. Leave that over there. So let's get to, where's my handy dandy scissors? All right, let's get to snipping the tops off of these. Here's to a special guest card. Tarkir Dragonstorm, last pack opened, already released yesterday. 12,000 boxes sold through TCG Player alone. Who knows with Amazon, Rudy Alpha Investments, and everything, how many have actually sold? We can only tell, but this set is popular, on fire. Everybody thinks it is the business. They are about it. And this is one of those 12,000 plus boxes. Let's see what's in it. We're going to see together. Let's actually look at these cards. All right. I'm going to read the first set of like rares or commons and sort of once they start getting samey, breeze past them. Let's go ahead and get that zoom in. That looks good. Yeah, that looks good to me. And once it starts getting a little samey, I'm just going to kind of like flip past them. So this one's got that instant omen stuff on it. You tap a creature. Dirger Island Dragon, 6 mana, 4/4 already. Flying Ward 2 for 6 on the other side. Storm Plane Detainment, 3 mana. Whenever this enters, exile target. Okay, Banishing Light by another name. Alright. Rescue Leopard, 3 mana, 4/2. When this becomes tapped, discard, draw cards. Some good stuff. Dormant Crocodile, 5 mana, 5/3. Crocodile, that's important. When it dies, you make a zombie druid. Cool. You can renew this bad boy to put a 1/1 counter on something as a sorcery. Inoc Wayfarer. Here's a Boof Boof. It's a little dog scout. Lots of cool new dog cards, too. I'm going to have to look through these to try and soup up the cat and dog deck maybe a little bit with these. When this creature enters, mill 3. Put a land from among them in your hand. If you don't, make it a little bigger with a 1/1. Here we have a Storm Shriek Feral. It's a really cool looking dragon here. I like the little spikiness to it with the lightning coming off. It's really cool. 5 mana, 3/3 flying haste. Pay 2, it gets +1, a little Shivan dragon action there. But this one you can omen, flush out, discard a card, draw 2 cards. So it's Shivan dragon with haste on one side and was it Faithless Looting on the other side, basically. Not quite, but sorta. Watcher of the Wayside here. When this creature enters target player, mills 2, you gain 2 life. I hate it already. It says my least favored words here. Mills cards. Alright. Gain 2 life, though. It's kind of nice. Someone will love that guy. Aegis Sculptor, 4 mana. Uncommon here. Bird Wizard. Love those guys. Nadu, anyone? Flying. Ward 2. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may exile 2 cards from your graveyard. If you do, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. Alright, cool. Graveyard shenanigans. Hey, this is a cool card. I've played with this one on Arena already. This, whenever it attacks, you can pay 2 mana, 1 generic, 1 white, and if you do, it endures 1, which can either make it bigger or make you a spirit token. So that's pretty cool. Defibrillating Current. All right, we're getting clear Deal 4 damage to target creature or planeswalker, gain 2 life. I like that. Here's a rare, I don't know if this is the rare for the pack, but here's a rare land. That's kind of cool. Kishla Village. Do you pay and surveil with it? Enters tapped unless you control an island or a swamp. Interesting. All right, cool. Not the only rare of the pack. Nice to see that. Dragonologist. What a name. Okay, a person who studies dragons, I'm sure. 3 mana, 1/3. Whenever it enters, look at the top 6 of your library. Reveal an instant sorcery or dragon. Put it into your hand. Put the rest onto the bottom. Untapped dragons you control have hexproof. Okay. I'm liking the Dragonologist. And then the foil. Look at that. Sibsig Appraiser. 3 mana. When this enters, look at the top 2 cards of your library. Put one of them in your hand and they're into your graveyard. It's okay. Oh, I can absolutely verify its authenticity, chuckled Sarnai. I was there when it was made. Okay, must be. Oh, yeah, and a Tranquil Cove. Right. What's this little thing back here we've got? Beautiful little art card here. What is that? That's just the planes. Okay, well, yeah, that's pretty planes. Pack number 1 down. 29 to go. Let's see what we got here. All right. Ice Ridge Serpent, 5 mana, 3/3. Whenever it enters, bounce something back to your hand. Alright. Bounce an opponent's creature back to their hand. Nice. Salt Road Pack Beast, 6 mana, 4/3. Costs 1 less for each creature you control. When it enters, draw a card. There's a lot of neat things you can do with that. Definitely more of a standard thing. Might be for Commander, I don't know. 1 mana, sorcery. Creature gets +3 in haste. And you can harmonize it. That's not bad. Kin Tree Nurturer. 3 mana, 2/1. When this enters, it endures 1, which is either put a counter on it or make a spirit. Sarkhan's Resolve. Green Sarkhan card. You can either Giant Growth or destroy a creature with flying for 2 mana. Ring Strike Mastery. This taps a thing and it costs 5 to untap it. Oof. Timur Tawny back. Here's a cool little Tusky Toothy boy. When it enters, draw, then discard 4/3 for potentially 3 mana. It's pretty nice. Whale of War. And this is 3 mana. Give all creatures target opponent controls -1. That could be deadly. Return 2 target creature cards from your graveyard to your hand. I like that. This is cool. Omen. Destroy target creature with power 3 or less. Right? Or 5 mana for a 3/3 little, like, looks like a banana dragon or something. Like a scroll dragon? I don't know. It's a banana scroll. It's cute. When it enters, you can destroy stuff. Artifact or enchantment. Spectral Denial. Looks like a counter spell here. Counter spell unless controller pays X and it costs 1 less to cast for each creature with power 4 or greater. That is a fun, yeah, that belongs in Timur for sure. Mystic Monastery. Some good stuff. Yo, that's a hit. There we go. Mistrise Village. Already second pack. We already got some good stuff going on here. This is Mountain or Forest. Makes it enter untapped. Taps for blue and you can pay a blue and tap. The next spell you cast this turn can't be countered. So that with a Deserted Temple, you untap this. You can get a couple of... If you have enough mana, of course, in Commander, you're usually going to be ramping up a lot. I'm not sure in Standard how it would play, but you could generally, maybe use this twice, cast some spells, get a bunch of mana. And, yep, that'd be cool. Rally the Monastery. Uncounter spells is also nice. This does a lot of stuff. If it is the second or more spell you cast this turn, it costs 2 less. And it can either make you some prowessy monks, give 2 creatures +2/+2, or destroy a creature with power 4 or greater. That's a pretty cool uncommon foil there. I like that art in foil. It's really Elspeth back there. Freaking, plus that dragon on it. It's freaking gnarly, dude. Okay. Swiftwater Cliffs. Pretty good. And a Soldier Tip. Nice. That is a good second pack. On to number 3. Molten Exhale. Another cool... Definitely the set for dragon lovers. All the dragons on the art and everything is pretty cool. So you can behold a dragon You can cast a spell if it had as if it had flash if you behold a dragon as an additional cost, which is just to reveal a dragon from your hand. And it deals 4 damage to a creature or planeswalker, so some cool removal stuff. Worthy cost, 1 black mana sorcery, sacrifice a creature, exile a creature. Now that's some removal. That's what I'm talking about. Sucks at sorcery speed though. Sagu Pummeler is a big beast boy, 4 mana, 4/4 with reach. It's already kind of solid. Like the art on that thing, it's like a saber-toothed Bigfoot Yeti thing. Yeah, the Rancor. It's like a fuzzy Rancor, yeah. Like talking to a Grokmaul, Tarkir expression meaning a failure of diplomacy. Alright, I guess this is a Grokmaul. Alright. I wouldn't want to talk to one either. Unending Whisper, 1 mana, draw a card. That's okay, and then you could do it again for 6 mana, but you can tap a, like if you tap a 5 mana creature or a 5 power creature, you can pay 1 blue again. It's kind of weird, but cool. Arishan Sunshield, another cool common, 4 mana, 3/4. When this enters, exile 2 target creatures from the same graveyard. Hey, Boulderborn Dragon, he's a rock. Look at him, he's a rock. It's a rock dragon. Flying, vigilant, 5/5, colorless dragon. I like it. Artifact dragon, no less. And whenever it attacks, surveil 1. I like seeing that. Bellious Strike, 2 mana, +3, draw a card. Cool. Fleeting Effigy. A lot of like 1 mana cool trick stuff going on here. Hasty, 2/2 for 1 mana. Return it to its owner's hand at the beginning of the end step, and then pay 3 to give it +2. That's okay, what a card. Marshal of the Lost is a neat uncommon here. 4 mana, Death Touch, 3/3. Whenever you attack, target creature gets +XX, where X is the number of attacking creatures. Whoa, that's... Alright, you put that on something trample and it's getting bad. River Wheel Sweep. These are all... I love all these cards where it can be the, like, Jeskai, Mardu, Advent, whatever. Or you pay the 2 extra for what color you don't have. I think it's pretty tight. This one can tap a creature and put 3 stun counters on it, and you get to exile the top 2 of your library, choose 1, and then play it next turn. So a little bit of filtering, a little bit of fun combat trick things going on there. Rite of Renewal, 4 mana sorcery, return 2 target permanent cards from your graveyard to your hand. Target player shuffles 4 cards from their graveyard into their library. Exile this. All right, yeah, you're renewing a lot with that bad boy. And then Frostcliff Siege. This is a Jeskai or Temur siege. Basically, they're battling, and you choose a side as this enters, and you can either, when 1 or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, draw a card, or all your creatures get +1 trample and haste. That's pretty good. I like the Temur side of that. That's a pretty good permanent thing. Drawing cards is good, though. And here's that Storm Shriek Feral again, but in foil. Definitely looks a lot cooler in the foil with the lightning, like all shiny. Yeah, that's pretty tight. Jungle Hollow. Warrior Goblin. All right, nice. I'm just undressing. All right, we got a dragon. Oh, this is the back of the pack. All right, Dragon Warrior. Cool, we're done with that. Snowmelt Stag, 4 mana, 2/5 during your turn. This has base power toughness 5/2. Okay, so it's a 5/2 on the attack and a 2/5 on the defense. Oh god, you can pay 7 to make it unblock. That is a... Whoo! That's a cool new Temur Elemental Elk. I like that. Rattling Dawnbringer. This is another really cool new dragon with its like... He's like beefy with the horn and the giant wings, and looks really cool. You can pay 2 mana to make a soldier, shuffle this, and then shuffle this card to its owner's library. Or you can pay 5 mana for a 3/4 that's flying, vigilance, and at the beginning of combat on your turn, another creature gets +1. It's not a crazy cool effect, but it is a solid, for a common, it's solid. Makes you do, does some stuff. Seize opportunity, you can exile some cards, or up to 2 target creatures get +2/+1 for 3 mana, not bad. Sandskirter Outrider, 4 mana, 2/1 menace. And when it enters, endures 2. Undergrowth Leopard. This is pretty cool. It reminds me of the, there's a dinosaur that kind of does this. It's like a Thrashing Brontodon. There we go. But it's not even quite this good. Cats are better than dinosaurs. It makes me sad. Aggressive Negotiations, 3 mana sorcery. Target opponent reveals their hand. Choose a non-land, exile it. Oh, it's a little better than a discard. It should be for 3 mana, and then you get to put a 1/1 counter on a creature you control. So a little bit of hand hate, a little bit of creature buff. Pretty cool. There's another colorless ape snake. What in the hell is this set? All right, Jadecast Sentinel is an ape snake, 1/5 for 4 mana with reach, so it can block every bird ever. And tap 2, tap this, put target card from a graveyard onto its owner's, on the bottom of its owner's library. And graveyard hate. So that's one versatile ape snake. Shocking Sharpshooter. Mardu, 2 mana, 1/3 reach. Whenever another creature you control enters, this deals 1 damage to target opponent. Okay, hey, that'd be good for it's like Impact Trimmer's Light. Keyshless Skimmer, 2 mana, 2/2. When a card leaves your graveyard, draw a card once each turn. This thing, that's a solid uncommon here. Essence Anchor. Portal to another dimension here, 3 mana artifact. You surveil one at your upkeep, and then you can tap to make a 2/2 black zombie druid only during your turn and if a card left your graveyard. So fun things you can pair with the bird dude, the Keyshless Skimmer with the Essence Anchor. Here we have a really cool looking Abzan Dragon, Armament Dragon. It's all fancy. I wish that one was in foil. I'm sure that'd look really cool. 6 mana, 3/4. When this enters, distribute 3 1/1 counters among 1, 2, or 3 other creatures. So you could even have this guy enter as like a 6/7 if you wanted. This just says target creature you control. I like that. That's nice. Oh, whoa. Hey. All right. There we go. There's some like full art action. Jeskai Revelation, 4 mana, and then blue, red, white. Return target spell or permanent to its owner's hand. So you can either bounce something or like negate a spell. This deals 4 damage to any target. Make 2 1/1 white monk creature tokens with prowess. Draw 2 cards. Gain 4 life. That is a mouthful of crap. It better be for how much mana it is. But man, that is a cool looking card there. I like the Avatar. Like, come on. You can't. Yeah, it's gonna be perfect. Hey, here's another Kin Tree Nurturer. All right. We have a Scoured Barrens. Okay. All right, here we have the next pack. On the back, we've got a Monk Bird. Bird Monk. Okay, here's another one of the High-Knock Wayfarers. Riverwalk Technique. Bounce something or counter a non-creature spell. Coordinated Maneuver. Deals damage equal to creatures or destroys an enchantment. Narset's Rebuke, 5 mana, deals 5 damage to a creature, and it adds Jeskai mana. If that creature would die, exile it. So this is 5 mana, but you can potentially get a 3, or you do get a 3 mana rebate if it goes off, doesn't get countered, whatever, right? Thus I say potentially, but yeah, this is a useful spell if you're needing mana in those colors, and I've found it very useful in standard. Anyway, or like limited rather, not anyway. Delta Bloodflies, 2 mana, 1/2. Whenever this attacks, if you control a creature with a counter on it, each opponent loses a life. I like that. Sultai Devotee, 2 mana. Zombie Snake Druid, another creature got a lot going on. Pay 1, add one of these colors, activate only once each turn, so it can filter mana for you too. I like that it doesn't tap in to do that. This is a fun, necessary for each dragon you control enters with an additional 1/1 counter on it, and it taps to add mana for dragons. That's like eating good. Dragons eating good. Gurmag Night Watch, got some Sultai colors going on here. Human Ranger, whenever this enters, look at the top 3 cards. You may put one of them back on top, the rest into your graveyard. Solid. Into the uncommons now. Corroding Dragonstorm, whenever this enters, each opponent loses 2 and you gain 2 life. Surveil 2, when a dragon you control enters, return this to its owner's hand, and then you can just do that all over again. Oh boy, this I wonder if this is going to get any play in the bounce decks, like nurturing Pixie and so forth. Maybe, maybe not. Mammoth Bellow, 2 mana into Myr. You make a big old 5/5 elephant, and then you can harmonize this to make another big old 5/5 element. Traveling Botanist, whenever this becomes tapped. Look at the top card of your library. If it's a land, reveal it, put it in a hand. If you don't, you may put it into your graveyard. Here we go. Here's a Surrak. This is a new Surrak. It's all snow time. All right. Elusive Hunter. 3 mana, 4/3 human warrior. Cannot be countered. Trample whenever a creature you control or creature spell you control becomes a target of a spell or an ability an opponent controls. Draw a card. Makes sense he can't be countered. Usually how that works. Yo, that is a shiny... Is it dragon card right there? Glacial Dragon Hunt. Draw a card. You may discard a card. When you discard a non-land, this deals 3 damage to target creature, and you can harmonize that bad boy to get that effect again, followed by Blossoming Sands. Lots of good dual lands. Start powering through here. Let's see what we got. We got Underfoot, Underdogs. Can make some goblins. Pay 1 tap. Target creature controlled. Power 2 less can't be blocked. That's kind of nice. Caustic Exile. Behold a dragon or pay 1 mana as additional costs, and it can destroy a creature. -3 is pretty good. Crotic Nest Guard. 3 mana, 4/4 Defender. That's an insect, all right. Okay. 3 mana, it can attack as though it didn't have Defender. That's kind of nice. High Spire Bellringer, 3 mana, 1/4. Gives you a discount on your second spell each turn. Good for the flurry stuff. Osseous Exhale. You can behold a dragon. If you do, you gain 2 life. No matter what, you're dealing 5 to an attacking or blocking creature. Dusyut Earth Carver, 6 mana, 4/4. When this enters, it endures 3. Enduring being making a spirit or putting on the counter and stuff. This is actually a Yeti. Like, creature type Yeti. Okay, neat. Cool. We got Yetis in Magic. Nice. 4 mana, 4/3 reach. When it enters, target creature can't block. Bolt Caster, Unsparring. 3 mana, 3/3. When this enters, it deals 5 damage to target creature and opponent controls. That was dealt damage this turn already. Okay. Purging Stormbrood, 5 mana with a little 2 mana instant. Omen gives your creature life. Oh, I like this. I actually really like this. And it's got Ward on it for 5 mana, 4/4. When it enters, you remove all counters from a target creature. So you can just like, oh, you have like indestructible, death to all this other. Nope, not anymore. I like that. Dragon Sniper, Vigilant Reach, Death Touch, 1/1. There you go. Now that's a defender. Jeskai Monument, you can sack it, make some birds, and when it enters, you can go get a land to hand. Here you go, man. There you go. Bam, there it is. That's Zergo Thunder's Decree. Mardu, 2/4. Whenever he attacks, you're making 2 warriors, and during your end step, warrior creature tokens, or just warrior tokens in general, can't be sacrificed. So those warriors are going to stay around turn after turn. Hear me, Mardu. Our freedom is only beginning. Yeah, that's... Right. And then the foil is a Songcrafter Mage. It's a little Tamur Flash. When this enters, target instant sorcery card in your graveyard gains Harmonize. Its Harmonize cost is equal to its mana cost. And then Rugged Highlands, and then we've got, oh, that is a cool ass art card. What is that? All Out Assault. All right, Ugin showing up like, yo, I'm back. Gonna end the storms. It's pretty tight. All right. Next on the list, we've got another one of them crocodile. Sultai Devotee. I've seen that before. Ice Ridge Serpent. Whenever it enters, you bounce something. I've seen that one. Salt Road Pack Beast. Narset's Rebuke. Here we go. Sibsig Appraiser. This is when things start to speed up. Unburied Earthcraver. 2 mana, 2/2. Sacrifice another creature. Put a 1/1 counter on this creature. That's not bad. Sultai Monument is doing the same thing as the Jeskai one, except you're making 2 black zombie druids. Attuned Hunter, 3 mana, 3/3. Whenever one or more cards leave your graveyard, put a 1/1 counter on this. That's pretty nice. Wingblade Disciple, cast your second card or cast your second spell each turn. Make a bird, flying 2/2 for 3 mana. And Corey Mountain Stalwart, 3 mana monk. When you cast your second spell each turn, Get a little 2 damage, 2 life gain. That's, you know, just for you. Have fun with that. Ooh, another like full art looking thing, Avenger of the Fallen. All right, 3 mana, Death Touch, Mobilize X, where X is the number of creature cards in your graveyard. That could be good. And then attacks, make a bunch of warriors, and then we have Underfoot Underdogs, the little Oni-looking goblins as a warrior. 3 mana, 1/2, making you some goblins, making stuff unable to be blocked. Yo, there we have like Shadow of Ugin or some other dragon, and a warrior goblin token. See what we got next. We have Agent of Kotis. Renew this, put some 1/1 counters on a creature as a sorcery. Dragonback Lancer, 4 mana, mobilize 1, 3/3. Fire Rim Form, 2 mana, flash, enchantment creature when there's attacks. Enchanted creature gains first strike. Alright, +2. Dragon's Prey. Already seen that one, I'm pretty sure. Dragon's Prey, 3 mana. I'm gonna get you. Fucking hawk or something coming down. Spell costs 2 more to cast. If it targets a dragon, you destroy a creature. Snakeskin Veil, here we go. That's a solid card. Gives hexproof, puts a 1/1 counter. Love to see it. Ember Mount Sentinel. This is a really neat Chimera card. 2 mana, 2/1. I love the art on that. A little closer there. Yeah, okay. Whenever this enters, you may search for a basic land, reveal it, shuffle, put that card on top. If you control a dragon, put that card onto the battlefield tapped instead. Very nice. So you can even ramp units. Timur Tawny back. Seen that one before. Lets you do some loot stuff. Big mana here. 4 mana with 2 blue attached. Draw 3. Creatures your opponents control get -3 until end of turn. Some Timur shenanigans. Scouts reported arrival of unwanted visitors, and whispers ensured a chilling welcome. Nice. Way Speaker Bodyguard. When this enters, you can return an online permanent mana value 2 or less from graveyard to hand. Second spell gets you to tap something. So it's a little recursion, a little disruption. Hey, it's Siege Rhino 2, Skirmish Rhino. 3 mana, 3/4. Trample. When it enters, each opponent loses 2, you gain 2. Just real simple, elegant, clean. Love it. That's only an uncommon? I could have swore I saw that at rare. Alright. Inspirited Vanguard, 5 mana, 3/2. Whenever it attacks or enters, it endures 2. Oh boy, that's, I like that as an uncommon. Lotus Light Dancers, 5 mana here, 3/6 lifelink. When it enters, search for a black, green, and blue card, put them into your graveyard and shuffle. Oh, that is quite the interesting rare. Graveyard Tutor and Sultai, that's dangerous. Dusyut Earth Kava. Here we have an Elephant Druid. 6 mana, 4/4, that endures 3. Scoured Barrens, and a Bird Bunk. Avatar is going to be a banger. All this Tarkir stuff has proved one thing to me, and it's that Avatar, dragons are cool, and Avatar is going to be a banger set. Alright. Cruel Truce, Surveil 2, Draw 2, Lose 2 life, 4 mana for that, that's a bit much. Sagu Wildling. This is a cool looking dragon here with its like forest fur. Earth scales. That's fully furnished. But yeah, if you pay the 5 mana, you get a 3/3, and when it enters, you gain some life, so that's cool. And then on this side, you get a 1 mana search for a basic land, put it in, so a little bit half of Bushwhack. Okay, neat. Timur Devotee. This one filter you some colorless into. Here's a Tempest Talks. Yeah, the art on this guy. You can have any number of these guys, and when it deals combat damage to a player, you can search for one and put it into your hand. So I guess that can do something. I don't know. Another Underfoot Underdogs. Heritage Reclamation. 2 mana to either destroy an artifact, an enchantment, or exile a card from a graveyard and draw a card. Aggressive Negotiations. More than hand take. Here's another Mystic Monastery. Gurmag Rakshasa. Gurmag Rakshasa. Alright, it's a demon. 6 mana. 5/5. Whenever this creature enters, target creature and opponent controls gets -2 until end of turn. Target creature control gets +2. So it's like a little like giveth, taketh, giveth kind of stuff. Zergo's Vanguard. Mobilize 1 and its power is equal to the creatures you control. Okay, that could be pretty. That's a pretty cool little dog soldier there. Whirling Storm. Oh my god, I'm gonna get it right. Hold on. Whirlwing Stormbrood. There we go. With Dynamic Soar over here, put 3 1/1 counters on target creature you control. Or Flash Flying. Cast sorcery spells and dragon spells as though they had flash. Nice. Here we have a new fun zombie warrior. Kotus the Fang Breaker. Sadly, not also a snake, even though she's like Naga-esque, if I remember right. When it deals combat damage to a player, exile the top X cards, where X is the amount of damage dealt. You may cast any spells mana value X or less without paying for them. So, yeah, as long as you can sneak this through, you're going to be stealing people's stuff. That and the Gonti OTJ deck would be kind of nuts. Knockout maneuver. Doing the superplex here. 3 mana to put a 1/1 counter on a creature, then have it fight or deal damage equal to its power to a creature an opponent controls. Not great for 3 mana, but you know, it is what it is. Jungle Hollow, solid land. Then we have a soldier. There you go. So this is the 1/1, and then whenever he upgrades to that extra power, he gets all like flaming with a bigger sword. That's how that works, right? Kind of neat. Like, in the air. All right. Delta Bloodflies. When this attacks, if you control a creature with counter, each opponent loses a life, right? Inog Wayfarer. Riverwalk Techniques. Countering spells. Coordinated Maneuver. Wild Ride. Giving +3 in haste. And Dusiat Earth Carver. The elephant guy that endures 3. Here's that Yeti again. Here's the Temur Monument. Okay. This one is making you a 5/5 big elephant boy. Cool. Runescale Stormbrood. You can counter a spell over here, mana value 2 or less, and over here, whenever you cast a non-creature spell or a dragon spell, it gets +2. So it's a little flying 2/4, 4 mana. But the more stuff you start casting, the bigger and bigger it gets. I like that. Krumar Initiate, 2 mana, X, black, tap, pay X life, endures X. Activate only as a sorcery. All right, a lot going on there, but you could potentially make a really, really big spirit token or put a lot of power on this guy. So I like that. Furious Forebear, 2 mana, 3/1. Whenever a creature you control dies while this card is in your graveyard, pay 2. If you do, return this from your graveyard to your hand. Okay. And the rare for this pack, Severance Priest. Here with your Severance package. Stabs the little doll thing. You just wither away. It's Abzan colors 3/3 with Death Touch. When it enters, target opponent reveals their hand. Choose a non-land card from it. Exile that card. So we got hand hate. And when this leaves, the exiled card's owner creates an XX spirit where X is the mana value of the exiled card. So then they get some advantage back. Right? It'd be interesting for politics and Commander. Oh, here we go. First hollow foil rare. I love that battle armor in the foil. That is shiny. Like, holy shit. All right, Hollowwork Siege. So this is one of the Siege cards too. You choose Soul Tie. Whenever it counters, put on a creature you control, draw a card. That's a good effect. And then Abzan, whenever you attack, put a 1/1 counter. When target attacking creature, it gains menace. So it sucks you can't. I mean, you could have 2 of these out. It just depends on the format or if you can copy this, right? All right, and then here we have a foil Jungle Hollow. That's nice. Spirit. Yeah, that's Spirit. Yeah. Here you go. Same thing. Here's the 1/1 version, and then when it upgrades in 2/2, it gets a sword instead of a pole. A little better armor. All right, ready to go. Ready to go. Yeah, this next pack. See what's going on here. So for this pack, we've got this treasure. Elephant. Oh, hey, there's the elephant. We found him. That is a cool looking elephant indeed. 5/5. I could see why. The thing is, you see the guy with the horse here. So this is what a 5/5 is supposed to be in Magic. So what does it mean whenever I make a regular size Snake Man a 25/25? Like, is he doing the anime aura glow thing? Is that? Yeah, Jormungandr. Yeah, yeah. He's just fucking Jormungandr with like armor and shit. Yeah. All right, here we have the Ringing Strike Mastery, Poised Practitioner. I don't think you've seen Flurry. Put a 1/1 counter on this scry one. I kind of like that. I mean, you have 3 mana. It's not bad. I'd pick that in limited. All right, Jeskai Devotee. It's the same thing except Flurry gives it 1/1. Lesh's Legacy, 2 mana instant, gives something Death Touch and Indestructible. It's pretty good. Laughing at Death, appropriate. Champion of Dusan, 3 mana, renew, put a 1/1 counter, trample counter on a creature, 4/2. Like that renew mechanic. Here we have Wingspan Stride, 1 mana. You can pay 3 to return it to your hand, but it's given whatever creature you put it on, 1/1 and flying. Tricky things you can do with that. Here we have the Mardu, 1 Reigning Victor, mobilize 1. When this enters, target creature gets +1 and indestructible. Pretty good. Star-Eyed Skyrider, 3 mana. When this attacks, another target creature you control gains flying. Attacking tokens you control have flying. Dragonclaw Strike, the Temur, 3 mana thing. Double the power toughness of target creature you control. Then it fights a creature and opponent control. Like that a lot. Reverberating Summons at the beginning of each combat. If you've cast 2 or more spells this turn, this enchantment becomes a 3/3 monk with haste. Okay, and then you can discard your hand, sacrifice this, draw a couple cards. Laxiad Prowler, 4 mana, 5/5. When this creature enters, you may mill cards equal to the number of lands you control. That could get nuts. And then, wow, okay, just mill yourself out real quick. Pay 2, exile this from your graveyard, put X 1/1 counters on target creature where X is the number of lands in your graveyard. So, you know, you win some, you lose some. I see why. Oh, there's a mythic back there. Parination. All right, this is that one that, oh yeah. Return target permanent from your graveyard to the battlefield with hexproof and indestructible. Oh yeah, the shenanigans you can do with this card. Any permanent, hexproof, indestructible. Only way to get rid of it is like some kind of exile all or some such. That's, hey, here's a foil crocodile. Thornwood Falls. All right, pretty decent land. I like that mythic. Here's another. Was this Monkbird? Oh nope, Monk. Oh, I like that copy. Yo. Yeah, dude. That is a kick-ass copy. Right, let's see what we got. We got a Devoted Duelist here. This is second spell, deal 1 damage to each opponent. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Nightblade Brigade. Death Touch, mobilize 1 when it enters, surveil 1. It's okay. Search for basic land, put it on battlefield, taps, and then you can do that again. That's for 3 mana. If you're desperate and really want landfall, yeah. Spelling Exhale, 2 mana. As an additional cost to cast a spell, behold a dragon. And oh, you may. Okay, encounter it unless you pay 2. If the dragon was beheld, they have to pay 4. I like that. Bearer of Glory. First strike during your turn. You can give all your creatures a little boost for 5 mana. Twin Bolt. Deal 2 damage divided as you choose among 1 or 2 targets. They just keep making better and neater burn spells. I love it. Unburied Earth Carver, 2 mana, sack this, put a 1/1 counter on. 2 mana, sack a creature, put a 1/1 counter on this. We did Reputable Merchant, Human Citizen. I love this little like tortoise. I can't get it too close because the focus. But like the tortoise shop under its shell and everything. That's really that's inventive design. That's inventive world building. When this enters or dies, put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. Dried durian from the Morang River Valley, candied cherries from the slopes of Corey, genuine dragon scale cookware. Get all your needs here at the Turtle Shop. Fantastic. Whale of War. Oh! Love that art. Mardu War Shrieks ensure their enemies are defeated before the battle even starts. Fantastic. Here's that banana dragon again. Spectral Denial, one of those, pretty good. And for the rare Scavenger Regent, each non-dragon creature gets -X/-X, or X black, and then you can pay 4 and black, 4/4 for a 4/4 flying ward. Discard a card, so they have to discard a card to target this with anything. Oh boy, that I'm not so much on this side, but this side, I like that ward. It's pretty good. Shock Brigade. Okay, we got a little Shock Brigade. Cute little goblin guy. Blossoming Sands. I like that. Dragon at the end there. Go figure. Look, I like the dragon. Another copy. Hell yeah, another copy monk. Pretty tight. Trade Route Envoy, Focus the Mind, Mardu Devotee. Here's the Mardu version. This is another one that gets a good discount if you cast another spell. Meticulous Artisan, Prowess. Whenever this enters, create a treasure token. Abzan Devotee. This one can return stuff from grave to hand. Piercing Exhale. You've got a dragon with all these. It's got Needle Breath. Ugh. Target creature control deals damage equal to its power to target creature planeswalker. If dragon was beheld, you should fail 2. That's what I'm talking about. Instant speed. Who cares if you don't do the dragon? It's just like a little 2-mana instant fight spell. Lightfoot Technique. Put 1/1 counter on creature against flying and indestructible. Like that for 2 mana too. Veteran Ice Climber. Can't be blocked. And whenever it attacks, up to 1 target player mills cards equal to this creature's power. And then you just keep pumping him up and making people mill, and he's just a good blocker, and it's sick. Yathan Tomb Raider, 3 mana 2/3 menace. Whenever a creature you control with a counter on it deals combat damage to a player, draw a card, lose a life. Okay. Sonic Shrieker. Oh, there's something cool right here. 2 mana, it's a Mardu on top of that for a 4/4 dragon. I'm loving the way this dragon looks with the different colors on it. Cool, like the bird.
4 wings.
Yeah, the bird, the 4 bird wings. To ensure a fair competition, the Great Assemblage's War Shriek contest has 2 divisions, dragons and everyone else. Can't lump the dragons in for the War Shrieking competition. Whenever this creature enters, it deals 2 damage to any target. You gain 2 life. If a player is dealt damage this way, they discard a card. So, yep, that's cool. Roiling Dragonstorm. It's not foil, but it sure looks cool. Also, the frame, like, dude, these frames just look so fucking sick. 2 mana enchantment. When it enters, you draw 2, discard a card. When a dragon you control enters, return this to its owner's hand. In every biome of Tarkir, the storms spew forth dragons well suited to dominate. Here's the rare. We've got the Sibsik Ceremony, 3 black mana. Creature spells you cast, legendary enchantment of that. Creature spells you cast cost 2 less to cast. If a creature you control enters, if you cast it, destroy that creature, then create some zombie. Okay, so there's some like, if you do, you could do like sack loop infinite tokens things with this. Really easy, I guess. Once flesh, now gold and jade. Once dead, now alive again. Once respected, now honored beyond imagination. Yes. We got Riverwalk Technique and foil. It's okay. And a mountain. Yeah, look at the big volcano mountain. Yo, that's a goose. That's a goose dragon. Or no, what are they called? A heron, right? No, I don't know. I'm not a bird person. Not really a dragon person. Not really a bird person. I mean, they're all cool. You know, I have an appreciation for nature in general, but the dragons are actual nature. They're made up nature. That's besides the point. Twin Moss Stormbrood. But yeah, this is some kind of, I think it's like called a heron or iblis, or definitely bird inspired. That dragon is hardcore bird inspired. I like the art though. Agreed. Seize Opportunity. Exile some cards, beast some stuff up. Sandskirt Outrider. Endure 2 Menace. Is that Undergrowth Leopard again? Durgar Island Dragon. Rah. 4244. Yep. Here's that Riling Dawnbreaker again. Still love the way these dragons look. Rescue Leopard. We haven't seen this one in a little while. Discard a card, draw a card. Storm Shriek Feral. There's another one of those. Get on with a place of that. Watcher of the Wayside. 3 mana. Do that mill card thing. Gross. Keru Goldkeeper. Okay, here we go. One or more cards would leave your graveyard during your turn. Make a treasure, and then you can renew this guy, which is making a card leave your graveyard, right? So you have one of these down, you then use this, and then it like makes a treasure, and it enables more and more renewal stuff. So, yep, pretty cool, but you can put 2 1/1 counters, a flying counter on a creature. Really nice. Sunset Strike Master, 2 mana, add a red, pay 3, tap, sack this, deal 3 damage to a creature. Wow, this is a 3/1 red mana dork that can just murk a flying creature. Holy cow. Help the villagers to safety. I will hold the gate. Man, you gonna sacrifice yourself to blow up the gate. Host of the Hereafter. 2 mana with some Golgari Zombie Warlock action. 2/2. Enters with 2 1/1 counters, and when this creature or another creature dies, if it had counters on it, put its counters on it. So it's like a pseudo Ozolith, but for a lot more mana. Hey, here's another one of them cool lands. We got Quarry Mountain Monastery. Add red, pay 4, tap, exile the top card of your library, and you may play it. That's a little expensive for that effect, but okay. Traveling botanist. This is a cute doggo. Really wicked looking. I like how his little jewel shines and like kind of the berries, but the rest of him is sort of regular on the background. Like he is not shining the background. It's very nice. It's a cool effect. Every part of every plant is useful. Food, medicine, or ceremony. 3 mana, 2/3, and whenever it becomes tapped, look at the top card of your library. If it's a land, reveal it, put it in your hand. If you don't, put it in your graveyard. I've already seen them just now in foil. There's a Bloodfill Caves. Love that art. These caves hide beasts above and below their waters. For safe passage, the Sultai agree a small cargo trade is fair for risking our necks. The Mardu border guard. Yeah, I get why everybody likes this set. The flavor of these cards are pretty solid. Does look pretty good. I tell you what though, it ain't Final Fantasy. I mean, I get it. Man, that's what I'm looking forward to. But these are still cool. I mean, I love all the the dragons, the art. They really have been doing good. The clans and the mixing. And there's another one of them Ice Ridge Serpents, another Salt Road Pack Beast, another Wild Ride, Kin Tree Nurturer, Sarkhan's Resolve, Sibsig Appraiser. Yo, here's to that special guest card. I called it. There you go. There is one Genesis Ultimatum. There is some wacky stuff you can do with this card. It is expensive as heck. You gotta have 2 green, 3 blue, and 2 red. But if you can do that, you get to look at the top 5 cards of your library and put any number of permanents from among them onto the battlefield. Flat out. It's like, bam, they're on there. And in these colors, that could be big creatures, that could be an Omniscience, that could be, who knows, the Draco Genesis thing, Omniscience but for dragons. But yeah, there's your special guest, man. That is beautiful. We sing, and the chorus of creation responds. All right. Mardu Monument. Formation Breaker. Creatures with power less than this creature's power can't block it. As long as you control a creature with a counter on it, it's a little bit bigger. It's a 3/3 instead. Very good. 100 Battle Veteran. As long as there are 3 or more different kinds of counters among creatures you control, it gets +2, so it becomes a 6/6. Wow, these are some cool uncommons. You may cast this card from your graveyard. If you do, it enters a finality counter. Duty Beyond Death. You have to sack a creature as an additional cost, but all your creatures gain indestructible, and you put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. That is freaking good. Holy cow, that is a good card. Yeah, wow. That's yeah, Intangible Virtue, I think is what it's called. No, not that. That's an enchantment. Gosh, it's if you control your commander, you can cast it for free, and it does something similar to this. And if you Still, I like this more. And the rare, Fangkeeper's Familiar. That's a really beautiful snake. Some Sultai 3/3/4 mana flash action going on here. Fangkeeper's Familiar lets you choose one when it enters, either gain 3 life, surveil 3 cards deep into your library, destroy an enchantment, or counter a creature spell. That's cool. Well, it's a little bit of each of the colors. You got the black, the green, the blue, and yep, I like it. I like it. Piercing Exhale in foil. Let's see if we can get get the light just right on that. Really bring out the green on it. I love the spike breath. I think it's so cool. Rugged Highlights. Pack stack. Fire Rim Form. Here we go. This is that flash enchantment. It gives the enchanted creature first strike on enter and +2 forever. Dragon's Prey, another one of those. Another Snakeskin Veil. Loving the art on the Snakeskin Veil here. It's pretty cool. Little spirit snake. Humbling Elder. When this enters, target creature and opponent controls is -2. It shows up, smacks you in the... No! It's the Humbling Elder. Hey! Fortress Kingguard. It's the Doge card. It's like a Shinu Iba soldier. Yeah, dude. Yeah. And when it enters, it endures 1, so you can either get a 2/3 for 2 mana, or you can get a 1/2 and a 1/1 for 2 mana. It's kind of nice. There's another one of them Boulder-born Dragons. Rebellious Strike, +3, draw a card. Channel Dragonfire, deals 2 damage to any target. It's pretty nice. For 1 mana. I'm telling you, dude, they just keep... Okay, it's Sorcery Speed. Never mind. Sorcery Speed. Effortless Master, 4 mana, 4/3, Vigilant Menace. This creature enters with 2 1/1 counters on it if you cast 2 or more spells. Oh, wow. So you can be getting a 6/5 with Menace and Vigilance for 4 mana? I mean, you would have to like, you know, maybe get 6 mana to do, but with all the other spells, you could be like, you could get this guy out for like 3 mana and maybe less depending on your build. He'd be a big old vigilant menace. Hey, this is a cool uncommon, Teeming Dragonstorm. When it enters, you make two 2/2 white soldier creature tokens, and if dragon, bounce to hand. Pretty cool stuff. Oh, there's something. Hold on, there's something cool back there. Flamehold Grappler. Here we have a first strike 3/3. When it enters, copy the next spell. Period. You cast this turn. You choose new targets for the copy, so you could target and copy a vast majority of cool things that you want to do. Ooh, Awaken the Honored Dead. That is a beautiful card. Wow. Awaken the Honored Dead is Sultai, one of each color. It has 3 modes to it. You get to do each. You destroy target on-land permanent, then mill 3 cards, and then you may discard a card. When you do, return a creature or land from your graveyard to your hand. So you kind of recycle hand to graveyard and back again. Get a little more bonus effects there. That art is...
I like the art more than anything
phenomenal. Yeah, the art is gorgeous. I'm loving that. And then for the foil, we have Mardu Devotee. 1 mana, 1/2. When this creature enters, scry 2, and then it can do the mana filtering. Oh, cool, you got a foil Thornwood. Just trying to get the... It's kind of dark. Some foils are just like that. They just have like a darker look to them. I don't know why I hate it. And 3/3 Spirit and a Star Spirit. That's a beautiful art. Gorgeous looking. That's a cool looking Loxodon. I like it. Alright, on to the next pack, we got a Treasure Zombie. Oh, hey, there's a Zombie Druid. I haven't seen that token yet. It's really cool looking. Right, Meticulous Artisan, 4 mana, 3/3 Prowess. Create a treasure token. That's pretty cool. Feral Deathgorger, 6 mana, 3/5 Flying Death Touch. When it enters, exile 2 cards from a graveyard, and then you put a 1/1 counter on a creature, draw a card. Nice. Here's another Piercing Exhale. Another Snowmelt Stag, Stormplane Detainment, banishing life by another name, in other words. Heritage Reclamation, do a bunch of stuff. Aggressive Negotiations, Unsparring Boltcaster, Purging Stormbrood, a couple of repeats on the uncommons here, not unheard of. Dragon Sniper once more, Jeskai Monument, and here we go. This is what a vampire. Quarcy Revenant. This is Kicks. What is it called? Vampire Nighthawk. Out of the Way is the new Vampire Nighthawk. 2 black mana, 1 generic mana for a vampire with Death Touch, Flying, Lifelink, and is a 3/3. What more can you want? Well, it has Renew. Once it's in your graveyard, you can pay 3, exile from your graveyard, and put a Flying, Death Touch, and Lifelink counter on any creature. Yeah, at sorcery speed, but still, love it. The foil is a Hardened Tactician. You get 1 in Orzhov for Human Warrior, pay 1, sacrifice a token, draw a card. And Dismal Backwater. Really beautiful art. Yeah. I only ask that the winds return you to me as swiftly as they bear you and the storm crane away. Samthar, Sultai Merchant, to Giling Jeskai Monk. Oh, okay, so it's like some romantic together. It's cute. We're almost 2/3 of the way through here. Still got a little more to go. There's another one of them. Elephant Treasure, Undergrowth Leopard, Durgar Island Dragon. It just makes it go a little faster. Here's Stormplane Detainment once more. Another cute rescue leopard. Love the art on this little guy. Like, there's another one of them crocodiles. Unburied Earth Carver once more. Another one of Reputable Merchants. Looking good. Bone Cairn Butcher. 1 mana and Mardu. Mobilize 2. Attacking tokens you control. Death Touch. Oh, wow. That's a solid demon. You're going to keep a lookout for that card when you go back through these. Urian's Rebuff. 2 mana. Return target creature who's in hand. Harmonize of 6. Hey! It's the chicken! Well, it's a human warrior, but, it's the chicken. Okay, this is 1 mana and Mardu, Death Touch Haste, 4/4. Oh, I forgot it even had Death Touch. Yeah, but when this enters, you can exile a creature you control until this leaves, and whenever it attacks, for each opponent, create a tap token that's a copy of whatever you exiled with it that's attacking. And at the beginning of your end step, you sacrifice that token, unless, you have something that says you don't. Oh my goodness. Yeah, there we go. Mardu Siegebreaker, looking good. And there's a mythic behind it too. What a pack. What a pack. Ooh, hell yeah. Here you go. You can use that Titanic Ultimatum for this guy. Ooh, Rennie, the Song Unending. It's 5 mana, blue, green, red, Spirit Dragon, 10/10. Jeez Louise. Flying protection for white and black. When it enters, deals X damage divided as you choose among any number of creatures and or planeswalkers your opponents control, where X is the number of lands you control, so it wants landfall. Loves being, it can protect itself. You know, in these colors, you're going to be ramping in no time. Golly, what a mythic. Okay, that was a hot pack. You got a good rare and a solid big dragon timber mythic. I like it. And here's a little reigning victor for some follow-up foil action. Thornwood Falls. What could you want? A big dragon, a cool chicken. Solid hit. Right. We have a spirit elephant and a star spirit. Twin Bolt. Pretty good. Twin Bolt. Cruel Truths. There's another one of them Ferny dragons of Sagu Wildwings. Timur Devotee. Defender 3/3. Filtering you some stuff. Another one of them Tempest Hawks. I was thinking that. Timur Tawny Bag. Oh, I enjoy this art. Monastery Messenger. Here's a cool another Jeskai 1/2/3. This is a new card. Whenever this enters, put one target non-creature, non-land card from your graveyard on top of your library so that you filter a little. And it's a flying vigilant. All right, it's pretty good. Hey, here's the Twin Maw Stormbrood. It's that Heron. Yeah, so it's a Boros dragon. You can either have it deal 5 damage to a creature without flying, or when it enters, gain 5 life. It's pretty tight. It's a cool little dragon right there, and it's rose colored. I like that. Dragonstorm Forecaster. You can search your library for either a Storm Globe or Boulder Dragon, put it in your hand. Well, we know what those two cards are now. It's pretty cool. So he can tutor you out those things. He can find the Dragonstorm for you. There's Rakshasa's Bargain, some Sultai stuff. You can instant speed. Look at the top 4 cards of your library. Put 2 of them in your hand, the rest in the graveyard. For the rare Thunder of Unity, interesting art on this one. We've got some Mardu. Tier 1, draw 2 cards, lose 2 life. And tiers 2 and 3, when a creature you control enters, each opponent loses a life and you gain a life. Okay, that's that's a solid little rare right there. I agree. Oh, and behind it is a Mardu mythic rare. All right, this is an enchantment, all-out assault. It's giving your creatures +1/+1 in death touch, and when it enters, if it's your main phase, you get an extra combat phase and main phase. So if you wait till main phase 2 and drop this bad boy out, you're getting more combats, you get more main phases, and when you attack this turn, untap each creature you control. So that kind of gives them pseudo vigilance, but then you still get like tapped attacking triggers, or anything you get that comes in that's tapped and attacking is gonna untap. And like, oh man, yeah, that's Roiling Dragonstorm here, a little uncommon foil, looking real cool. You can almost see the dragons in the storm. Oh, it's very cool. Whenever this enters, draw 2, discard a card. When a dragon you control enters, return it back to hand. And we have a Windscarred Crag, gain some life with a war. Mardu and Jeskai war going on down there. All right, this marks the 2/3 of the waypoint. 10 more packs after this. We've got the Sagu Pummeler here, Unending Whisper, Osseous Exhale, Shock Brigade, Feral Death Gorger, still like the wings, so cool. Embermouth Sentinel, there's that Chimera, Sibsig Appraiser once more, Jeskai Brushmaster, love the man. Avatar, I'm telling you. Knockout Maneuver here, Strategic Betrayal, just stabbing them in the back. Auroral Procession. Return target card from your graveyard to your hand. Just some good Simic recursion stuff. Inevitable Defeat. Oh boy, here we go. This spell can't be countered. Exile target non-land permanent. Its controller loses 3 life. You gain 3 life. So it isn't. Now this is some instant removal. It costs 4 mana, but it's getting you Lightning Helix, your exile removal. It can't be countered, so shuts down interaction. I hate that it's not. It's a little off center. If you look at the center diamond and how the art is. All in all, that is a solid card. Shocking that I'm the one in control. Okay, good stuff. foil. Salt Road pack
Just
piece
one.
is the foil. Yeah. And another Bloodfell Caves. I like that each of these is coming with dual lands for limited purposes, but man, where are those basics? It's like the ones with dragon eyes, or the, like, you got that one island that has the dragon on it, and the basic mountain. So here's to something a little better in these next packs, basic land-wise. All right, Piercing Exhale, Snowmelt Stag, Riling Dawnbreaker, Seize Opportunity, Sand Skirter Outrider, Aggressive Negotiations, Jade Cast Sentinel, Rainveil Rejuvenator. When this enters, mill 3 cards, and then you can tap, add an amount of green equal to this creature's power. That could be a pretty cool elephant. It is 4 mana, but still, that could be a pretty cool elephant. Venerated Storm Singer, mobilize 1, 4 mana, 3/3, Orc Cleric. Whenever this or another creature you control dies, each opponent loses a life, you gain a life. Yeah, I'm liking that guy. Frontier Bivouac, here you go. There's Tamerlan, solid. Sun Pearl Kieran, it's a little Kieran 2 mana, 2/1 flash flyer. Whenever this enters, return one other non-land permanent you control to its owner's hand. If it was a token, draw a card. Okay. Yo, that is a dragon. Magmatic Hellkite, 4 mana, 4/5 flyer. Really tight looking art there. When this enters, destroy target non-basic. Ooh, some land hate. Destroy target non-basic land and opponent controls. Its controller searches for a basic, puts it on the battlefield tapped with a stun counter, and then shuffles. That's pretty. I like that.
Lane walk.
You got some good non-basic land hate. Here's a foil Stormplane Detainment. I like it. It's looking good. Ooh, foil Bloodfell Caves. Yo, that looks way better in foil.
Yeah, I like that.
That is
I do like that.
pretty. All right, getting into the last pack here. Almost done. Toss them over. We got a Spirit. Looking good. Devoted Duelist. Nightblade Brigade. Death Touch mobilize 1, surveilling 1. Roamer's Routine. Get you some land draw. Dispelling Exhale. Beholds dragons. Counter spells. Bearer of Glory. Buffs stuff up with First Strike. Watcher of Wayside. Mills people, gains you life. Heritage Reclamation. Does a bunch of blowing stuff up. Salt Road Skirmish. Destroy a creature. Make some warriors. They gain haste, sacrifice them at the end step. A little much for 4 mana. Static Snare is kind of cool. Costs one less for each attacking creatures. If you attack with like 5 creatures, it only costs 1 mana. Just 4. And you get Flash Speed Enchantment too, so you can use it during combat. When this enters, makes this relevant. When this enters, exile an artifact or creature until it leaves. So it could be solid 1 mana removal. Another one of them reverberating summons. It can become a monk. You discard your hand. Yo, here it is. Okay, that's a good rare right there. Corey Steel Cutter. This is the one. It's 2 mana. Equipped creature gets +1/+1, trample, and haste. And if you cast your second spell each turn, you make a monk with prowess and equip this to it. And so you can then like start blasting and beefing that guy up and swinging it in with trample and something fancy. Double rare pack. But yeah, that's a solid hit. Inevitable Defeat. Okay, cool. So here's like the really cool art version. Way nice anywhere you put it. Salt Road Skirmish, but in foil. I'm going to choose to use that. It was a cool foil version as well. Dismal Backwater. Blip. Dragon Warrior. Right. Caustic Exhale. Rotic Nest Guard. Temur Devotee. Sharon Sunshield, and Zender's Exile, up to 2 cards from graveyard. Pay this, tap a creature. Okay. Molten Exhale. Worthy Cost. Summit Intimidator. Kishalan Skimmer. That's funny that these are once again following each other. And an Armament Dragon. Okay. Coalition. Busted. Equilibrium Adept. 4 mana dog monk. Looks like a little fox. Super cute. 2/4. When this enters, exile the top card of your library. You may play that card until the end of your next turn. When you catch your second spell each turn, he gains double strike. Okay, I like that. And the rare is Winter Night Stories. For 3 mana, draw 3 cards, discard 2 cards unless you discard a creature card, then you can harmonize this. Hey, there we go. There is a foil special border. It is the Dirger Island Dragons, which is a common, nothing fancy, but that special border Let's get that down a little bit. Yeah, there you go. You can see the whole edges all shining. Yeah, that's really pretty. And a Rugged Highlands.
I like the artwork card.
Yeah, the art cards are pretty tight. Here it is. Sarkhan's, what was it? Sarkhan's Resolve. There it is. It's like he's about to do the thing he probably never thought he would ever do, which is kill a dragon for how much he loves dragons, allegedly. Trade Route Envoy. Once more. Focus the Mind. Drawing some cards. Mardu Devotee. Scrying and filtering colors. Meticulous Artisan. Prowess. When it enters, make some treasure. I like that. Abzan Devotee. Reigning Victors. Mobilizing shenanigans. Wingspan Strides. Good stuff. Hardened Tactician. Sacrifice token, draw a card. Iridescent Tiger. 5 mana. When this enters, if you cast it, add Wubrig. Okay. I might need that for Painbow. I like that guy. Lion Weight, Sultai colors, target creature from graveyard to hand. It deals damage equal to that card's power to target creature. You bring something back and then blow something up. Sorcery speed, neat. Storm Beacon Blade. We've got a 2 mana plus 3, 2 to equip. And the equipped creature attacking draws you a card if you control 3 or more attacking creatures. Some solid little card draw. And Sidisi, here we go. Sidisi, Regent of the Mire. This is a snake zombie warlock. 2 mana, 1/3. Looking cool here. Or just tap it. Sacrifice a creature with mana value X other than this creature. Return target creature card with mana value X +1 from your graveyard to the battlefield, but only as a sorcery. So you get to, like, this guy's dead, and now this guy's alive. So it's kind of food chain. Yeah, kind of makes me think of food chain, but from your graveyard. Oh, hey, a foil boulder dragon. Let's see if we can get this one. Yeah, there we go. Look at him. Just kind of chilling. Been there before. Hey, here we go. Another full art. Look at it. Heck yeah, we got that swamp there. I love the shadow of the dragon on these. I think it's very cool. Just the luck. There it is. We finally got a full art basic land. There's a treasure, a zombie druid on that bad boy. Let's see, got Dragonback Lancer, Fire Rim Form, Dragon's Prey. So many dragon cards. Snakeskin Veil. Now I wonder, will anyone come to protect you? Now that I am protected, haha. Here's that Humbling Elder again. The Dog Soldier, Reputable Merchant, Dusyat Earth Carver, Bewildering Blizzard, repeats, Frontline Rush, make some goblins, or target creature gets +X until end of turn where X is the number of creatures you control. That could be pretty good interaction. Little Opulent Palace. Rare is Anafenza Unyielding Lineage. This is a person from the Abzan clan, if I remember right, by the armor and the spectral scale stuff. 3 mana, 2/2 flash, first strike, whenever another non... Oh yeah, and the, scale Abzan symbol right there. Whenever another non-token creature you control dies, this endures 2, so you can either put a 1/1 counter on it, or create a 2/2 white spirit creature token. This would be pretty solid because you could, oh, you're going to kill my thing, oh no, and then bam, flash ascending, get the effect. And a Rebellious Strike in foil. Not the most glamorous foil, but it does look kind of cool. It does look very Assassin's Creed. That already happened.
Yeah.
Nothing to look forward to there. You got to look back for that. All right, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, exactly. Looking back over your shoulder, making sure nobody's going to stab you. Exactly. All right, we've got a goblin. And looking back into your genetic past. Yeah, that too. Yeah. A little bit of both. All right, Cruel Truths. Sigu Wildling. High Spire Bellringer. This counter guy. Another Tempest Hawk there. Give it a little, right? Underfoot Underdogs. Boulder Dragon, non-foil this time. Yep, Rebellious Strike. Oh boy, another Veteran Ice Climber. Yathan Tomb Guard. That guy. Okay, Sonic Shrieker, Shocking Sharpshooter. And for the rare of this 5th to last pack, we've got Revival of the Ancestors. 1 mana and some Abzan colors, and you can get 3 spirit tokens, and then on the next turn you distribute 3 1/1 counters about 1, 2, or 3 creatures. And then for the last one, everything gains trample and lifelink. Oh boy. Sage of the Fang, uncommon foil here. When this enters, put a 1/1 counter on target creature, and then you can renew some stuff to put a 1/1 counter on a creature, then double the number of 1/1 counters on that creature. So, oh boy, Sage of the Fang, looking slick. And here's a wind-scarred crag in foil, looking really tight. And Sagu Pummeler, Yielding Whisper, Osius Exhale, Shock Brigade, Feral Death Gorger, Sib Appraiser, Unburied Earth Carver. A bit of a fresh start here. Flash enchanted creature gets -5 and loses all abilities. That's rewrite your life. Star-Eyed Skyrider. Another Skirmish Rhino, love to see it. In Spirited Vanguard, 5 mana, 3/2. Whenever this enters or attacks, it endures 2. Love it. Yo, bro! Hit of hits. Hell yeah, Mox Jasper. Yeah, it's a 0-cost artifact, and it taps to add 1 mana of any color, but you can only do that if you control a dragon, which is nothing, because, I mean, even then, you get a changeling out, bam, that's it. Like, this is, yeah, that's instant ramp. That is a hot card, that is a good mythic. There we go, near the end of the video, getting some, yeah, that's a hit. It's not a special version or anything. Rage, greed, arrogance. People only accuse dragons of what they fear in themselves. Yeah, I mean, dragons also do all that stuff. But, man, that is... Oh, yeah, looking good. It ain't the Dan Frazier, you know, serialized one, but still. Roamer's Routine as the foil. Tranquil Cove. And then here's a really cool... It's on the backside, it's just a dragon. But this side is a cool reliquary dragon. Whenever this token enters, it deals 3 damage to any target. What makes this? It's all colors, flying life. That's gorgeous. Alrighty, third to last pack, we've got Riverwalk Technique here. Followed by Coordinated Maneuver, Narset's Rebuke. Nice to see another one of those. Delta Bloodflies again. Sultai Devotee. Dragonstorm Globe, the second. Very nice. Gurmag Night Watch. Okay, the centers look at the top card. Swap with the rest of your graveyard. Dragon Brood's Relic. Here you go. Here's the thing that makes it 2 mana. It was in the pack right behind it. You tap an untapped creature you control, add a mana of any color. So you got a little, the drum. I forget what the drum's called, but it can do that. And then you pay 3 and 1 of each color, sacrifice this, and make that Reliquary Dragon token. Nice. Okay, here's a Glacial Dragon Hunt. I got one of those earlier in foil. Desperate Measures. Target creature gets +1/-1 until end of turn. Whenever it dies under your control, draw 2 cards. Kin Tree Severance. Exile a permanent with mana value 3 or greater. Oh, hell yeah. This is another hit. We got it right here. This is like a $20 card if I remember right. It does some good stuff. Yeah. 2 mana, 1/3, mobilize 2, so it makes you some of those warriors, and then your opponents can't cast spells during your turn, so it just shuts off interaction on your turn, which is glorious. Fantastic card. And then a foil Way Speaker body card, a forest, normal forest, then we have a warrior goblin. Man, this has been a good box. Mox Jasper, some special arts stuff. The Siege Breaker, the Voice of Victory. This is nice. This has been a good box. It's been pretty solid. Poised Practitioner, Jeskai Devotee, Alesha's Legacy again, Champion of Dusan, 3 mana, trample 4/2, Agent of Kotus. Oh, some dual action there. Dragonback Lancer, flying, mobilize 1, another Wingspan Stride. Reigning Victor, Gurmag Rakshasa. That art gets me, man. He's just like, that dude's so dead. Zergo's Vanguard, riding on that big spider thing. There's another Whirlwind Storm Brood, blasting through the skies. Here we go, another Awaken the Honored Dead, but this is what the normal one looks like. Not nearly as cool. There you go, you got another one. And Foil Mystic Monastery, that's kind of tight. Windscarred Crag, and we have another Reliquary Dragon token. Okay, all right, last pack. Here we go, everybody. Last pack Let's see what is in it. I feel like last pack magic doesn't apply when you've already had a box this hot, but we'll see. Who knows? There could be an Ugin back here too, or one of them Elspeths, the Elspeth Storm Slayer. Let's see. We got Shock Brigade, Abzan Devotee, Trade Route Envoy, Focus the Mind, Mardu Devotee. Okay, a couple of those. Here's another one with Monastery Messengers, Lightfoot Technique, Equilibrium Adept. That's that double strike guy. There's another one of them Heron Dragons, Dragonstorm Forecaster. Couple of those. Rakshas's Bargain. Yo! What the F? I was joking, but apparently I was wrong. The mythic at the back of the last pack. Look at that. Ugin, Eye of the Storms. I'm definitely immediately inner sleeving this one. This card is fantastic. Wait, those aren't inner sleeves. Whatever. It's still, it ain't foil, but it needs a sleeve. That is, yep. 7 mana, 7 loyalty. Whenever you cast this spell, exile a permanent that's one or more colors. Whenever you cast a colorless spell, exile up to 1 permanent. It's 1 or more colors. Pay 2 or uptick 2, gain 3 life, draw a card. 0, add 3 colorless mana. Downtick 11, search for any number of colorless non-land cards. Exile them, shuffle, and until end of turn, you may play all of those cards without paying their mana cost. So all you got to do is 7 mana, get this guy out, uptick him twice, and then you can downtick him and do some nutso stuff. Or if you do the 0, you can just like drop some mana rocks and get some removal. Or
How much is that guy worth?
oh, this is like if I remember right, like 40, 50 bucks. That is a hit. This has been a hot box. Mox Jasper, Ugin Eye of Storms. We got some Siege Break foil. Yeah, dude, that looks cool as heck in foil too.
Right.
Hell yeah, I like that armor. Some cool foils, Blossoming Sands, and a Spirit. All right. And there you have it. That's the end of the video. Here are some of the rares, more of the cool stuff. Can you believe it? Mox Jasper and Eye of the Storms Ugin both in the same box. What an opening. Also got Mardu Siege Breaker here, some Benevolent Devite. Cool art. It's really cool art of Awaken the Honored Dead, along with Codis, a couple of Sieges, Purination, Avenger of the Fallen, also Voice of Victory here. This cool looking Jeskai Revelation. What an opening. All Out Assault. This cool Mardu card. Another really nice little rare here. Anafenza. The Mistrise Village, uncounterable spell stuff. And then over here in the corner, you can't really see it. Got Corey Cutter and Urini Song Unending. Thunder of Unity, just a cool rare I pulled out to look at. I think it does neat stuff. But yeah, that's it. That was the box opening. Those are some of the choice rares. The whole video was really filled with some just cool cards. The openings kind of made me come around on Dragonstorm. I get the hype. It is just, you know, the art, the flavor, the mechanics. It's all pretty cool. Well, that's all for this episode. Be sure to like, subscribe if you like this kind of content. It's going to be a little bit of a longer video, but it's an entire box opening, so just to be expected with how, you know, I kind of take my time, look at the cards, talk about the cards. Thanks for watching, thanks for being here, and until next time, have a good one. Just get him. I do like that. No, not my dragon.